160-meter antenna. The forbidden band. So I had a dipole, so coax, 30 feet, banana plug, 10 meters of wire, 10 meters more or less, 10 meters of wire, and tied it to the tree. Boom, 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 boom. There's a tree. Boom, 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 boom. And it worked perfectly. And then I decided, well, what if I put a coil at the end of the 10 meters? That's a 10-meter wire. And then, because I don't have room, I drop a wire. So the coil ended up being around 100 microhenries. And this ended up being like 4 feet or something, right? It resonated on 80 meters. So I went from 40 meters to 80 meters. Really cool, right? But then it rained. Yes, rain. Rain. And my antenna detuned. How is that possible? Why did it happen? Well, it turns out that the coils were wrapped on a cardboard cylinder. Ooh. And I put duct tape to cover the whole concoction. So moisture detuned the antenna. It was no longer resonant. I had lost my 80 meters. So I used the VNA to measure the thing. And yeah, here's the little thingy, the little DNA. So I used it. And yeah, it's no longer resonant. It's resonant on a lower frequency. So I decided, well, I'm going to put at the end of that 10-meter wire of the dipole, since the coil now it's moist, it increased its inductance to who knows what value. Could it be 100? Could it be 200 microhenries? Could it be 500? Who knows? There's a lot of moisture, a lot of water, and of course, what happens to electromagnetic currents when they put tons of water? Well, probably, I'm just guessing, the inductance went high. So I dropped more or less a 2.5 feet wire, and BAM! It resonated on 1.9 megahertz. And I go, wow, that's not possible, is it? Yes, it is. So the antenna is now resonant. Yeah, I know. The antenna is, instead of being 50 ohms, yeah, the antenna with the cheap coax, it's like 25 ohms. And if I use the 75, TV antenna wire, it's like 35 ohms. But still, it's giving me an SWR lower than 3, which I can tune with the tuner. And yes, lo and behold, so now the antenna, that's the coax, 30 feet in the air, 10 meters, put a coil, drop a wire, and it's this section, it's for 40. This extended section, now it's for 160 meters. And when the coils dried up, I'll just change back from the 2.5 feet wire. I'm gonna change back to the 4 feet wire, and it will be resonant when the coils dry on 80 meters. Yeah, but that wire is longer for 80 meters than for 160 meters. Yeah, because the coil is going to be dry. Hence, the microhenries are going to be much lower, and I won't need that much wire. Yes, I know, it's bizarre, but it's a success. 160 meters. here I am, and I tested it today, and I got several reports with 5.9 on its selected frequency was 1875 kilohertz, and my call sign is Kilo Oscar 6 Delta Echo Victor. I just got my license in February 2024, and I love experimenting with antennas. I like making my own antennas. Oh, and by the way, I'm using a cheapo stranded steel wire that I got from Amazon. And it's not even meant to it's just meant to hang things from your roof. And the benefit, the good thing about that, I'm going to show you, is that the wire comes with these little thingies. So it's very easy to hang it and to pull it, and it's very resistant. It's a steel, so it will poke your finger, so be careful. But this is just the perfect wire. And the antenna doesn't need to be as long, because apparently the speed of light, it travels slower on these stranded steel wires, which are really good for making antennas, I think. Well, this is Kilo Oscar 6 Delta Echo Victor signing out.